Hey guys, Marlo back again with another unboxing and review, and I hope you guys are staying safe and practicing that social distancing, and again just washing your hands and avoiding the crowds. Again, we still need to avoid what we can with the coronavirus still out there. Things are getting better, it seems, but it's still a long way from getting back to normal. Anyways, I have a unboxing for the 1/6 scale Vampirella Jose Gonzalez 50th anniversary edition figure. Had this in the collection sitting around for the longest time, so I figured let's do an unboxing now. As much as I love Frank Frazetta's artwork here on this reproduction of Vampirella #1, this piece right here by Jose Gonzalez is by far probably my most favorite piece. Growing up as a young kid and seeing this beautiful piece, I don't know, I was just mesmerized. I believe it was recreated as a huge wall poster or door poster, and oh my god, if I could have that as a kid, oh my god. Just a beautiful piece, and it still holds up to this day. Absolutely love this piece. Let's take a look at that artwork. He was just an amazing artist, and I'll see if I can throw in a few shots of some of his pieces from over the years. And moving on to the figure itself, here is the box as I received it, the shipper box anyways. And again, this is the 1/6 scale 50th anniversary Vampirella by Dynamite Entertainment in conjunction with golly, I guess it's TBLeague, and they're calling themselves, what is this, Executive Replicas now? I don't know, they changed their name so many times. It was like Fison, TBLeague now. I don't know if that's just another subset or another name that they're going by. Executive Replicas. Anyhow, this is the box. I don't know what this means. 740. Again, the top there shows you that it is indeed the Jose Gonzalez edition. I do have the Asian edition, which came out first many years ago, and that's in storage somewhere. I wish I had that for comparison. And there has been a couple other versions, I believe, of the figure that have come out, but this version wasn't too expensive. It was about $150, and again, it is of the classic Jose Gonzalez representation of not Elvira, Vampirella, so I definitely had to pick it up, being a huge fan of his artwork. So let's go ahead and get this thing open. Alright, I decided to open it up from the bottom. I cut the tape off. So, let's see how it comes packaged. Alright, you can see it looks like the main figure, like the other TBLeague figures I've picked up in the past, come in its own box here. Let's see if I can get it out with my one hand. There we go. Whoops. It has some weight to it. Really nice box there. You can see again the image that I showed you from the comic book by Jose Gonzalez. Really nice image there. The side of the box. Let me put this down. There you go. You can see what the figure should look like. Back of the box there. Again, another image there by Jose Gonzalez. If you want to, go ahead and pause the video to read all of that. And moving on, more images of the figure inside. And what is this? This should most likely be the base. Okay, it's all wrapped in styrofoam there, so we'll get to that a little bit later. So let's go ahead and get this thing open. It's in shrink wrap, so let me cut that open and take a look at the figure inside. Got the shrink wrap off, so like the previous TBLeague figures, it comes with this flap that is held on by magnets at the side, so it's kind of a nice design how they can just pop off like so. Again, there's like magnets on both sides, and we could put that aside and look at the contents inside. You can see the head there. I thought there was 2 head sculpts, I'm not sure. Okay, but anyways, there's that one. Let's see, the skull, the body there, the hands that she comes with, the bat, and some of her other accessories there, her armband. Let's see if there's more to this. Okay. Well, there's a better look at the figure and package. And what's down here? I guess it's just the one head with her hair. So gotta get that. Okay, there we go. Wasn't too hard to get out of the wrap there. So here is the head sculpt. Looking quite sensuous, pretty cool. First I didn't really like how she was looking to the side like that, but depending on how you pose her, I guess it can look quite seductive and pretty cool actually. Like the makeup effects there, the really red lips, and again the hair, you can just futz with that to get it the way you would like it to look. And let's see if I can see if there's anything underneath it. Again, tough to do all this with one hand, so apologies guys. Oh, there is definitely a lot more going on down there. So let me see, let me put that stuff aside. What do we have here? Oh, I guess this must be her thigh little ornament thing. Maybe more jewelry there for her wrists, like bracelets or whatever. Her cape and a dagger. Let's see, looks like it's just plastic though. Darn, was hoping it was metal, but yeah, it looks like it's just plastic. Quite light. And yeah, just a black cape here. Oh, okay, there's no cardboard in between like I thought, just nicely folded and draped down in there. And underneath all that, is there anything else? Looks like, no, that's it. Nothing else at the bottom. So, that's it. So let me get everything out so we can take a better look at the figure out of package. And here we have the figure out of the package, and she is looking gorgeous. Everything looks perfect in my opinion, except these always kind of bothered me here at the wrists. They're kind of stubby looking, but I think with the bracelets on, those should be covered up quite nicely and will hopefully blend in better to give it a more realistic look. And here are the accessories. Again, some of the bracelets there, the armband, the thigh band, or whatever you want to call it. Some extra hands there, some open hands, more aggressive looking hands there. The dagger, a skull. Let's take a closer look at the skull there and all the details. Really nicely done, all plastic. And of course, what is Vampirella without her bat? Would like to emulate the pose there, as done by Jose Gonzalez with the bat in hand. Let's see if I can get it to focus. we go. See some of the details there of the bat. Of course, we have the cape. And let's take a quick look at the instructions, just in case. There we go. Super flexible, seamless body, stainless steel skeleton, TBLeague, formerly known as Fison. There you go. So I'll just kind of skim through this. If you want to, you can pause the video to read it a little carefully. We'd like to clarify that the body is not designed as a sex toy. Okay. So let's move on. You can see the different points there of articulation. Kind of a nice illustration there. And for the head, again, just pause the video at any point to read any of this a little more carefully if you are indeed curious about these Fison bodies. Let's see the back side here. For the elbows, some info there. Wrists, how to pop out the hands, I guess. The waist. The legs. What to do and what not to do. What the heck is this? Shanks. Okay. The feet. And again, just some warnings there, not to overextend or bend the joints or risk breaking it. Alright, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So let's see, let me try to get these accessories on her in a bit. Let me give you guys a look at the figure. Let me show you guys some of the articulation and movements of the figure. Let me see if I can get the tripod to stabilize. There we go. So the head, you know, is on a ball joint, so that should move nicely all around. The arms can go out. It's really nice working with this Fison or TBLeague body. The movements are quite solid and smooth. It's really kind of nice working with this. I mean, I don't want to break it, of course, but it's has a nice feel to it, nice weight with the metal endoskeleton. Man, it really holds the pose really nicely too. Get some good bends to the body. Of course, the breasts are mushy. Someone told me there were nipples in here. Yep, there are some nipples, if you guys were wondering. See there? They look like they're even slightly painted. I don't know about that. You see. Yeah, you saw one, so that should be enough. And I believe with the Asian version, it was more of a cloth material. This is more of a faux leather type material. So I only hope that it will stand the test of time and not deteriorate on me and fall apart. So that would suck tremendously. The legs can go out like so. Nice bend to the knee. It holds everything really nice. This is going to be a treat to pose. Oops, the foot here is a little bit loose. Probably the ball joint popped out. Hopefully it's not broken. This one's a lot better. So yeah, I think it just popped out of the other leg. The back side of the figure. Really cool. So let me try to get some of those accessories on to get a better look at the figure and see how much more we can appreciate how this looks in hand. And here is my best approximation to recreating the artwork there by Jose Gonzalez. Let me give you guys a full view. Of course, I didn't pose the legs exactly like in the artwork, and I don't know, it would have been interesting to see Vampirella a little bit more tan like we see in the artwork there. So that's something quite different. She is quite pale. I believe the Asian version was pretty much the same skin tone. So having a more tanned body would have been a little bit more accurate, I think, in creating the Jose Gonzalez look there. Also her hand, I wish they kind of included a hand a little bit more like what we see there in the artwork, with the finger pointing out, not just kind of, you know, the opened hands there the way they are on the figure right now. So not quite you know, accurate to the artwork, but I guess a decent attempt. And of course the accessories are a bit different. She does not have the thigh band there. I guess that was an extra. I think some of his other artwork might have images with Vampirella with the thigh band. Got the armband on there. Took a little bit of work. Was a little bit tricky. Was scared to damage the skin. And of course the bracelets, they do help kind of hide that ugly fat joint, depending on how you display her. There you go. That looks a lot better. Again, TBLeague should work on fixing those stubby wrist joints, because they do take away from the overall aesthetic of their female figures, in my opinion. But everything else is great. Their figures are quite awesome, and again, they're just kind of fun to pose. They have this smooth feel about them, like you know, they're not ratcheted, and they're quite solid. So yeah, you can move them quite nicely, and they hold the pose pretty good. Again, I'll have to mess with the hair. I guess some people say there's some product that you can use depending on how you want your Vampirella. Right now it's a little bit not curly, but it has some waves to it. I like my Vampirella with a little bit more straighter hair, so I'm going to see if I can straighten it out a little bit more, kind of flatten it out. Again, a nice look there of the head, looking pretty cool. And the bat just clips on to the finger like so. I like the earrings there on her ears. And again, she just poses really nicely. Quite easy, and you can see she holds her pose quite easily. And she also stands okay, even with the high heels on there. So nicely balanced and everything. Alright, let me crack open that base. I believe that was made of a polystone or resin, so it's quite fragile. So let's take a closer look at that. And here is the display base, just to give you guys a good look at how this looks in hand. Lots of crazy details. It is, again, a polystone type material, resin perhaps. And yep, you can see the amazing sculpting there and paintwork. Really nicely done. Looks nice and muddy there, kind of wet, like it just rained or something. And there's a little bit of moisture there on the grave. You can see the headstone. And this is a different base from what I recall from the Asian version. I think the Asian version had more skulls, and I remember some kind of vines or thorns kind of coming out of the ground. I'll see if I can find a photo of that to show you guys for comparison. I would have preferred if these were actually made of plastic. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I always worry about dropping these and breaking them. That's why I don't collect too many statues. Bottom of the base there. Much rather have stuff made out of plastic, just to, you know, worry less about breakage, especially living in places like California or even the Philippines that are prone to earthquakes. It can be quite scary owning fragile pieces. So here is Vampirella, kind of posed her up again. Let's see if I can get her to sort of stand in the display. There you go. Not too bad. Kind of funky looking there. Got her dagger in hand, switched out the leg band to the other leg. So, you know, it really depends on how you want to do it, I suppose. And bent her knees. Hopefully I haven't bent it too much. I wouldn't leave her posed like this in display. Over time, I don't know, the rubber might actually start to deteriorate and crack at the stress points, like at the knees. So for just temporary, you know, display or photo ops, something like that, I think it should be fine. But for long-term displays, I'd probably tend to leave her a little bit more in a vanilla type pose, just with her legs straight, arms pretty much straight. And again, hopefully these TBLeague bodies will stand the test of time and not start cracking or deteriorating, which would just really suck. Alright, so I think that's more or less it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing and review. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, share the video, like the video, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. As always, take care, guys, stay safe, keep on collecting, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.